this track, having driven it yourself?
Mate, I think the last corner, actually, because it's so long and you just got to keep it tight. Hang on, here we go.
And lights are out, and it looks like Richard got bogged down at the start and Chris has got by.
All streaming down to the first corner, illuminating the track on this dark back section. It's a terrific start from Ben Rothenberg. He's fallen away off pole position.
Yeah, Ben, one of the quickest drivers in the series. I think he...
Oh, there's a bit of contact at the back, I think. And a couple of cars have gone round. It's Carwin Maisie in the wall.
I almost thought for a minute that was Tom Jones. He's had such rotten luck this season. But he's managed to get through the first few corners. Let's hope he can stick it out for this lap. Be nice for him to get a clean lap as he squirms under braking.
I think everybody else made it through okay. To a tight right hand there. It's all kicking off at the back. Roman Alcala's in the middle of that. You'll have to bear with us a bit, guys. It's quite difficult for us to make some of these cars out in this light.
Jake Forster sitting P7 at the moment, and he's newly... Oh, gone off! Got someone going off there. I'm not sure who that is. One of the REM cars.
Tim Falters has gone off out in the purple green car there.
Yeah, sorry, I was just about to say Jake Forster in his newly sponsored GT Omega car. So nice to see that GT Omega not only sponsoring us but getting involved with some of the drivers as well.
Currently quite difficult.
And here comes Stephen.
Oh, on the grass was Jake there down the straight. Let's have a look at Chris Lucky and Richard Semenkovic. Looking very good so far, both of those two guys, for yet another podium, and Richard would retain the lead in the championship just about, I think. So consistency has definitely been key for the 22 car. Down under one of the few lit parts of the track under these bridges, as we've got Stephen Jenkins and Aaron Wilton now fighting over 4th and 5th. This is the battle on the track that we need to be looking at. So they're fighting for position. Jenkins defending slightly to the right hander at the back of the circuit.
Jenkins, the lime green car, stands out nicely at the night.
Yeah, it's one of the few that does.
Well, if anyone runs into him, they've got no excuse.
I'm actually surprised I haven't seen any black cars on the track.
Camouflage. just nobody will notice. As he looks like now that Jenkins just pulled a little bit of a gap on Aaron Wilton. And guys, Aaron Wilton's obviously got the pace based on his debut last week, which was, very strong, at least for half the race, but he needs to maybe dial some more consistency into his performance.
Yeah, I think I'm right in saying that Kevin benefited from Aaron's mistake late on, didn't he, as well? And, well, a couple of mistakes. Didn't he end up getting a podium last race? So,
well,
I see him
Aaron,
move down into this corner here.
he's going to pull out from the slipstream, and I think he'll be going for it now.
Gonna have a look. No, he's just backed out of it.
It's quite a fast corner.
Stephen just ran it a bit wide.
Oh, very close to the
I think
tyres.
Aaron just got through.
yeah, it looks like sort of Aaron scared him into braking a little bit later than perhaps usual there, and
Steve got a good run on the pitch straight though. Can he do anything about Aaron Wilton do the first section? Two different lines there.
Battle won't be over for a long time.
No, I don't think so. They looked like they were similar pace. Both men taking different lines might indicate a different setup there, Justin.
Like seeing the close racing.
Gives us Cumper. Just coming home to take 5th place. He'll be relatively happy with that. I think he had a couple of moments as well.
It was sixth place, Alex. Oh no, it wasn't, because what happened to Stephen Jenkins?
Yeah, Matthew Burnett. He's going to come home in 6th. Stephen Jenkins in
Good drive,
7th. He's out.
Stephen Jenkins ran out of fuel.
He did. You can see him now.
So unfortunately, the 5th place he got when Tom Jones rolled the car was, unfortunately, it didn't come to anything. But he's at the last corner.
That is the last corner as well. Kurt Partridge is going to come and take 7th. Mr. By side as the lights, but they're coming on.
We're about to go green here at Oldham Park.
Green, green, green!
R&D green. Great start there from Richard. Excellent reactions, but it looks
Oh,
like
straight
3rd
through
place
the middle.
Stormer.
Fantastic start there by, I think that was that Paul Gallen?
I think
Oh,
that
and there's
was
cars
Paul.
off. Oh no, there's about 3-4 cars off in the first turn. Looks like the guys at the back of the field got through okay. I'll take a look around and see who that was.
Just having a quick replay of it now. Let's just quickly catch that one, and we'll come back to the action.
I think it was Aaron Wilton and Jake Forster involved, and Jake's off again in the gravel trap.
Smargy Bargy sort of going into it. I think it might have been Tim on James, who then collected Jake. All a bit unfortunate there.
Yeah, real shame for Jake and Aaron. Great starting positions, and it's all gone to pot in the first corner, but they'll be hoping to make it up as Tommy Cumper is. He's slicing through the field right now. He's already passed many cars.
Tim showing in P7th here. You can see Tommy in front of him.
Romer comes down the inside of Ben Horrell in the chicane, and Ben's gone straight on, so you'll have to give those positions back, I think.
Tim getting involved in even more with Tommy there. I'm not really sure what's going on there.
He also out the chicane. There's 5 cars all bunched up, 6 cars. Big trains is very exciting. Looks like the formation lap, they're all too wide, and Tommy's off. That's a real shame.
I think he's got some damage there, so
Yeah, I'll see what happened between him and Tim.
I think Tommy actually got into an REM teammate there, and that's when Tim got up the inside of him, and they just had no room, Tim and Tommy, through the chicane there, and they picked up the damage.
Looking at it back, there wasn't actually contact. I think it was a slight connection problem that meant that even though they didn't make contact, Tim went into Tommy and spun him round, and then they both crashed on the exit. I guess they both got damaged. That's a real shame, but then because of that there was further contact behind, but nothing too bad.
James Nash's front end looking particularly mashed up there. Carwin Main sitting P2nd behind Aaron. Richard was hoping to get a win today, but he's sitting finding himself in P3.
Tim goes down the inside of Romer. He's not going to make the corner, surely. He's not. He's going to do well to hold out of the tyre wall. Nice little slide on the grass there.
Oh, this could be nasty. Oh, somehow he managed to get that back on the track and only lose a place. That was brilliant driving, considering, really.
Great driving by Tim there. Very difficult to do, but they're all too wide again. And he's lost one more place, but I don't think he'll be too disappointed with that. Oh, car lagging there.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's going to reappear. James
James
has disappeared.
Yeah, he had a frame rate drop earlier, so
oh, he's back.
You don't want that to be happening. It's very difficult. This stream seems to be working fine so far. I'm actually just going to have a look at the championship standings and see where everyone's lying.
Matthew Burnett got Steve Jenkins right behind him at the minute. Looks like this is hotting up nicely.
Oh, cars off. There's cars off. That might be Paul on the wall. It is. Paul's gone straight on into the tyre wall. I'm going to take a look at that.
Yeah.
It's fault that Paul did.
Big hit as well, so definitely going to have to be towed back to the garage there.
He'll be
so it's going
gutted
to cost
after
him probably a lap there, I think.
I think because the Brits aren't very helpful when it comes to fuel and tyre strategy, I might just quickly jump down to the Aussie channel, and hopefully they might welcome me. If not, I'll see you in hell. But yeah, I'm going to jump down to the Aussie channel.
Matthew Burnett up to P3, obviously, with the demise of Paul there. So he'll be happy with that. REM guys looking like they're leading the way for the constructors' points today. Although Steve not too far behind, but both cars look like they've been in the wars, so I'm wondering if they've had a bit of rubbing somewhere, because the gap seems a little bit further than what it was earlier.
Yeah, Richard's saying he thinks it's going to be a no-stopper for him, and the tyres feel fine. Sorry, my voice is going croaky there. That's cleared that up. Right, yeah, so Richard thinks it's going to be a no-stop strategy, and Tim's saying the tyres are fine, so...
Yeah, there was some drivers talking about perhaps a no-stop. It was more, they weren't really worried about the fuel too much, it was about the tyres, so...
Yeah, if it was me personally, because I'm not fighting for the championship, I would take a stop, because you've got fresh tyres, you can kind of have less fuel in the car. It just seems to me like a more kind of safe option, because I'm not like fighting for every last scrap. I don't want the effort of trying to save the fuel. But obviously these top guys have the ability, so let's see what they can do.
Yeah, lap 10 of 25. Matthew Burnett still in front of Steve Jenkins here.
Aiden right behind Tommy Kumper. Yep, they're going around the first turn right now. Unless I'm on replay, which means I'm not live. I'll need to see.
Oh, so Matthew goes wide and down into turn 2, extremely wide.
Very wide.
Tim making a move on.
I'm down after the race because we don't want an Aussie all deafening us in the mics.
Steve Jenkins coming across to take P4. Got a bit of damage on that car, so he didn't have a completely clean race. So I'm wondering that's what slowed him down just a little bit in the end. Some damage there at the back and on the right hand side front.
Yeah, he seemed to drive a very consistent race, and I think that's what got him the 4th place. Because if I'm going to have a look at qualifying results,
Matthew Burnett, 5th
qualified.
place, delighted with that.
See, Stephen Jenkins didn't even qualify. He was 15th on the grid, so consistency definitely pays off. I've not seen him. I don't think I've seen him up I don't think I've seen him right up there before in the first couple of spaces. So a good race for him, and also for Matthew, 5th place.
The lights are out, it's away at Virginia. Good start with Calvin May.
Oh, we've got a spinner in the background. It looks like Aiden and Thomas Kumper get together as the Bundaberg cars come through as well.
Everybody's behaving themselves like, oh, maybe not. And somebody's got shoved onto the grass. That's Stephen Jenkins. And the 45 car has been pushed off the track.
Tough on your rear tyres, so
Yeah.
you could really nearly get away with having 2 pit stops. Just depends. I haven't really done much testing, but you could probably have 2 pit stops.
Well, there's a lot of there's contact there, and Aaron Wilton getting his braking wrong. Eastman has gained 14 seconds now over this group, but there's now a 4-car battle for 5th place. Wilton, Fortas, Johnson and Jenkins. Going to see some great action. I think Aaron is the fastest of this group though, isn't he? Like you said, Alex, he was up there at the beginning.
It'd be interesting to see what's going to happen now, whether or not that damage is actually going to affect him. I mean, he's built a... Oh, he's just blown his engine!
Oh, the engine's gone. Oh, no! Oh, dear.
Oh, we got...
Spin for Johnston. So Stephen Jenkins, looking up the inside of Fortas, it's not breaking down here. So,
Aaron Wilton would be very frustrated with that.
Jenkins is looking suddenly to go from 8th to 5th, and if he can get a move done, here, then he's going to be into 5th.
So Justin, from your experience, what did Aaron do wrong there?
Maybe downshift too fast. That can happen. But it might have been from that incident that happened up at Lukey Heights. Might have hit his engine, and yeah.
You might damage the cooling or something. Potentially. But yeah,
I've
Stephen
had it
Jenkins will be happy with this. A minute
I've
ago
had
he
it
was
happen
sitting
to
in
me.
9th to 10th. I think we've done it. We've all done it at some point, and it's so frustrating. You know, you're trying to pinch the extra 10th or 2. You end up ending your race.
Yeah, we saw Matthew Weston in one of our oval series do it off the start of an oval race, didn't he? So just got the wrong gear, just trying to get it changed too quickly, and just bang. So, too easy done.